श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। 27 रुधिव बाह्यदेशेऽपि यस्मिन् कस्मिंश्च वस्तुनि समाधिराद्यसन्मात्रात् नामरूपपृथक्कृतिः। रुधिव बाह्यदेशेऽपि यस्मिन् कस्मिंश्च वस्तुनि समाधिराद्यसन्मात्रात् नामरूपपृथक्कृतिः। So there are 6 kinds of meditations given in this book, and we have seen 3 of them. Drishyanuviddha, Shabdanuviddha, Savikalpa, both are Savikalpa. And this Savikalpa Samadhi leads to Nirvikalpa. So first 2 they are with duality, taking help of thoughts, taking help of words. I try to think of self, try to abide in the self. For a long period of time when I do, then my mind is absorbed. That is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Duality is gone. Only object of meditation remains. And this condition or this state is like lamb kept in windless, place. Still, there is no movement. There is only joy, you can say, bliss. No disturbance of any worldly vasana or sanskar, desire, modifications, nothing. It is like sleep. In the morning class we discussed. Sleepless sleep. Similarity between sleep and this samadhi we have discussed, that there is no duality, there is no worry or suffering. Very comfortable state. Peaceful, comfortable means peaceful. One is naturally you get it every day. Other is by practice you get it. One is highest state of sattva. Other is tamasic. So with reference to our body, with reference to individual, conditioning, this internal samadhi that has been discussed, Rudhi Samadhi. Now in verse number 27 he says, Rudhi iva Bahya deshe api. As in the heart, similarly, outside also we have to practice these three kinds of samadhi. Bahya deshe api. Now inside we saw that thoughts were there, then worlds were there, and with the help of these things I was meditating on myself. Now outside, how can I do Dirshya with the Savikalpa Samadhi? There Dirshya with the means meditation associated with seen, and their seen object was thought. Now here seen objects are all worldly, plurality things, objects. So therefore here he says, Yasmin kasmischa vastuni. You can take help of any object. Sun or moon or mountain or tree or building or anything. Yasmin kasmischa vastuni. And samadhi adya means first. Practice first type of samadhi. First type of samadhi means Dirshya. With the help of Dirshya, I was going toward Drashta. Thoughts are there, and I was focusing my attention on seer. I was jumping from thought to seer of thought. Shifting, you can say, that is better word, not jumping. Similarly, outside what I am to do, what I am supposed to do. So here he says, Nama Rupa Pruthak Kruti San Matrat. Now outside what you do, separate substratum or existence from name and form. Earlier we have seen every object has got 5 aspects, right? So whenever I look at any object, 5 things should come to my mind. That it exists, it has got consciousness, it is lovable, it has got potential to give happiness. And external, outer thing is what? Name, form, color, shape, size, usages, so many things are there. So now samadhi means remove name and form. Now physically you cannot remove form of mountain from that existence. A form of that person you are seeing, you cannot do that. So mentally we have to separate. Now exactly what I should do. Here it is said you separate name and form from Sat. So here point is, in practical way, we should understand that we should not give too much importance to external things. That is the meaning. We should be very objective, not carried away by likes and dislikes. See, normally what happens, we pay more attention to all his external things. His status, his caste, his behavior, his nature, and then we develop either like or dislike, love or hatred. But in Bhagavad Gita, again and again Bhagavan says, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Some maintain equanimity. There is one thing which is common in all. We give more importance to differences. I am different from them. And in outside world, that is considered to be a great thing. He is different from all other people. Because he has got qualities, talent. So more importance is given to Visheshata, speciality. In Sanskrit it is called Satta Vishesh. But in spirituality, Satta Samanya. Samanya means that which is common. That is given more priority, more important. And in your practical life also we can see why there are so many fights, arguments, conflicts, because they don't see the common thing in them. Any society, wherever they go on fighting, But other third person comes and he says, after all, you all live in same. So, on the basis of language, people fight. On the basis of state, Prantavad, it is called. I belong to this state, you belong to that state. I speak this language, you speak that language. Are then caste. But if we want to become one, united, then what we'll have to do? Forget the differences. Like recently, India attacked Pakistan. So now all political parties, they join their hand. And they say, we all are united as far as this issue is concerned. Again we will fight among ourselves once we forget Pakistan. But for that purpose or that goal, we, keep aside our all political issues and so united we stand, divided we fall. So more we see common thing, more love is there, more affinity is there. They say, after all, we all are human beings. Don't look at that he is rich or poor, after all, human being. But when we say we are all human beings, then we separate ourselves from plants and trees and other beings. So among ourselves, yes, unity is there, but then difference is there. So what spirituality says? No. They are also living beings. So from Jiva Bhav, ant and me, same. Jiva Hatya, that's why we should not kill or violence towards them, because after all they are also living beings. So this is what I am seeing, oneness, that Jivatva. Further deep if you go, then they are all existence, consciousness, same. Because again there is a difference in Jiva also. So oneness is possible from the Asti Bhati Priyam standpoint. So here meditation is what? Try to see Asti Bhati Priyam. Nama Rupa Prasakriti. It is not very easy to, penetrate all these things and reach to that. We get stuck to some. We all belong to same religion, so there is a unity. But we hate others. So on the basis of religion, like that there are hundreds of things. Even in one town, he is from that colony, I am from this colony. Actually, without fight, we cannot live, I think. So there must be something. So to have love and unity, Sanmatra, only Sanmatra. Like there are so many stories of our great saints. Tuka, but say, Eknath Maharaj, there was one great saint, Eknath. When he was going from Kashi to Rameshwar, taking Ganges, Ganga water. And tradition is, they take water from Ganga, from Varanasi, and go to Rameshwar and do Abhishek of Lord Shiva. In Rameshwar there is a Shiva Jyotirlinga, which is installed by none other than Bhagwan Ram. And they take water from ocean and then do Abhishek in Varanasi. So Eknathji was taking that water and he was traveling, walking. And on the way he saw that one donkey, due to scorching heat, he was almost dying, becoming unconscious. So Eknath Maharaj, gave that water, put that water in his mouth. Other, people, they say, what you are doing? You are supposed to take this to Rameshwar. He said, in this also same Rameshwar is there. And he could get the vision of the Lord Shiva there and then itself. So this is called, he didn't see that he is an animal or, This is called Nama Rupa Pratakkati, and see that. Once the dog was, taking that chapati or roti and running away. So that Eknathji was chasing him. Are, I forgot to put ghee. They live in a very different level of their consciousness. See, if we can't see that Sat in all, at least try to see Sat in nature, they say. In nature you can see God or what the existence. Because nature doesn't react. That is the main thing. It is one way only you can do pranam. If you didn't do pranam to Surya one day, you will not get angry. So develop this bhav, it is actually, there is a samadhi here. Sat exists. Generally we like or dislike name and form, and then we miss that truth. Oneness is missed out. So here meditation is that only. Ignoring the name and form, not giving too much importance to other things. So this is Drishyanuvidya Bahya Samadhi. Okay. Now next is Shabdanuvidya. Inside what we did in Shabdanuvidya, we chanted, some words. But here what shall we go on singing outside? What shall I do? So here again it says, mentally you have to continuously think that one thing is there. Here no utterance is needed. And no need to say this, I am seeing Satchidanand in you. No need to utter or say anything. So they see, 28th verse. Akhandaikarasam vastu Satchidananda lakshanam Ityavichinna chinteyam Samadhirmadhyamo bhavet. Akhandaikarasam vastu. Satchidananda lakshanam. Ityavichinna chinteyam. Samadhirmadhyamo bhavet. Samadhir madhyamo bhavet. Madhyam samadhi. Madhyam samadhi means middle one. Now he changed. What is middle samadhi? Shabdanuvidya. First was Drishyanuvidya. Second is Shabdanuvidya. Third is Nirvikalpa. So instead of saying Shabdanuvidya Bahya Samadhi, he made it very short. Madhyam Samadhi. That which falls in the middle. So now with open eyes, earlier was also with open eyes you are seeing object and then separating name and form. Now how to do Shabdanuvidya Bahya Samadhi? So he says, Iti avichinna chinta. This is the main thing. Uninterrupted, contemplation. Here chinta means not worry. Here sandhi is there. Chinta plus iyam, it is equal to chinteyam. Which sandhi? Adguna, a plus e is equal to a. Ramadhan ish, Ramesh, like that. So chinta plus iyam. Swamiji, don't go towards Vyakaran class. It is over, 11 o'clock. Iti avichinna chinta plus iyam. Iyam samadhir madhyamo bhavet. So, this is madhyam samadhi, shabdanuvidya samadhi. Chinta. Chinta means chintanam. Contemplation, thinking. With open eyes, when I look at object, what should I think? That there is one thing which is same in all and uninterrupted, avichinna. Continuous. As long as you can do. Now what I should think? Akhanda ekarasam. There is one reality which is akhanda. Akhanda means undivided. Though objects are divided, they are of different category, different type. But there is one thing which cannot be divided. Akhanda. Nice word. Some people know only Srikhanda. Srikhand, here don't know. Gujarati people know this. Amul ka Srikhand. So that word is Srikhanda. Here it is Akhanda. Not divided. Homogeneous. In elephant also same, and in ant also same, in Indra also it is same. Even in demons also it is same. Earlier that one verse was there, no? Devatiriyang naradishu vidyate rupa namini. There are differences in name and form. But there also one word was there. Akhandam. Satchidanandam. So here it said Akhanda ekarasam vastu. Ekarasam means there is no differences are homogeneous, as I say. So, what is one thing? Satchidananda. That is there in all living beings, even non-living, same. So now if one can, think of that one thing, then he is in samadhi. Many great people, they can do that. They don't give importance to external thing. there was one saint and he was realized master, abiding in truth all the time. He never see differences. So once it so happened that some crazy person, mad person, with a stick he hit on his head. He hit his head with the stick. So now he became unconscious. He fell down and became. So after 1 hour, he became all right. And some devotees, they were serving him with water. That devotee asked, Swamiji, please tell me, who did this to you? Who hit you? So what that Swami said, one who is serving, he only hit me. He got shocked. What? I did not do anything. I am actually helping you and you are saying. So from very highest standpoint, he is saying. One who hit is the same one who is serving. This is called Akhanda Ekarasostu. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna actually showed this only to Arjuna. That anywhere you see, you will see me in Vishwarupa Darshan. In universal, that form, wherever Arjuna was looking, he was saying Krishna, 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 Krishna. So in all direction, he was just doing prostration. Nama Prushtataha, Nama Agrataha. In chapter 10, what he showed? That in each thing I am there. In mountain, in river, in trees, in plants. In all I am. And in 11th, what he said? All in me. Like we saw that example, all waves are there in water. One way of looking at it. And other way, in water, all waves are there. The fact is only water is there. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. Very famous verse. Other than me, nothing is there. But somebody says, you can't, we don't see, yes. He says, yes, you cannot see me because I am in subtle form. I am like thread in the garland. Sutra. Beads are there in our mala. So they are all together, because of that thread. Thread is not seen. Same way Bhagavan is there, or Paramatma, or Satchidananda is there. Not known, not seen, but it is there. And everything is superimposed on that. So in this way, if somebody is continuously thinking, then he is meditating. That is Shabdanuvidya Samadhi. He is abiding in that Akhanda Ekarasostu. So in this way, this is the middle one. Shabdanuvidya Bahya Samadhi. Outside. Now if continuously somebody is looking at that existence or consciousness, then he will transcend all names and forms and enter into Nirvikalpa. Just like we saw it happened within, same way. So here he is giving description of Nirvikalpa Samadhi outside. Stabdhi bhavo rasa svadat Tritiya purvavan matah Etai samadhibhi षड्भिः नयेत कालं निरन्तरं स्तब्धिभावो रसास्वादात् तृतीयः पूर्ववन्मतः एतैः समाधिभिः षड्भिः नयेत कालं निरन्तरम्. Now the sixth samadhi. In that list it is sixth. And here Tritiya. Why is saying Tritiya? Because outside, if you look at outside, then it comes third. Drishyana with the Bahya Samadhi, Shabdana with the Bahya Samadhi, then Nirvikalpa Bahya Samadhi. Tritiya, Purvavat, like first, means like how we saw inside. Purvavat. Mataha, Mata means described by teachers, their opinion about the sixth or third Samadhi is that when continuously their attention is only on that substratum, only on consciousness, then their mind becomes still. It is called Stabdhi Bhava. Stabdhi Bhava word is there. Total stillness. And Rasa Swadat, due to experience of that bliss. Actually, Ras word cannot be translated exactly in English. Ras means pleasure, generally say, bliss, joy. Like in literature, there are 9 kinds of moods. They are called as ras. Courage, love, all this. Veer ras, Sringar. And in food items, we have got Shadaras. Other day we were talking, sweetness, bitterness. But in Taittiriya Upanishad, this Brahman is called as Rasa. You have not heard, na, Taittiriya? Shikshavalli and all that. Very nice verses are there, where it is said, Raso Vaisaha. Brahman is of the nature of Ras. Rasagam hevayam labdva nandi bhavati. Ko hevanyat kapranyat yadi yesha eva nandayati. And there he says that yourself, Atma, is of the nature of bliss. And because it is of the nature of bliss, you are breathing. If there was no joy in that Atma, who will breathe? Who will do this? Who will put forth effort to inhale and exhale? There is a ras in myself. Very good news. Huh? I am Rasaswarupa. No, I thought ras is only in Rasagulla. You know that in Bengal they got Gulab Jamun and all that. Ras is there. That sweet juice. So here is a no, you yourself are full of rasa. Rasa swadat. So once you realize that true nature, then you enjoy your own self and you see everywhere same thing. Not only within, without also. So stabdhi bhava, then mind is not getting disturbed. No likes, dislikes, samatvam. So stillness. Stabdhi bhava is a very good word. Your mind doesn't think other than the joy, just immerse in that bliss. Sometimes, our mind becomes still because of some news, something. We can't think anything. Wonderstruck sometimes. स्तब्ध हो जाते हैं. In Hindi they say स्तब्ध. Now literal meaning, unable to think anything. Stillness. Sometimes good news, bad news, anything. It happened both ways. Or sometimes when somebody will make you wake up, we just get up but we can't think anything. That is also stabdhi bhav. But here stabdhi bhav is because, he sees that expansion of that consciousness. It is not limited in time, limited in space. Everywhere same. Like, goldsmith, his attention is only on what? Gold, gold, gold. Similarly, and more it will come in the next verse, he is completely wonderstruck by seeing that no place is without that truth. Swarga, narka, apavarga samana. Dekh dhare dhanubana. For devotee it is said, in heaven, in hell, everywhere he is seeing Lord Rama. He said, you send me anywhere, I can see him everywhere. Sarvam khalu idam brahma, that is the thing. So this is the nirvikalpa samadhi. Now he doesn't need any external thing, he is abiding in that. So, etai samadhibhi shadbhi. In this way, all six, are over, and we must spend our time in practicing these six samadhi. Nayet kalam nirantaram. For a seeker, this instruction is given. Don't spend time in playing cards or other gossiping or other things. Kshanardham api vyartham na neyam. Even a half a moment should not be wasted. So, nayet kalam nirantaram. Different meditation. Sometimes open eye, sometimes close eye, sometimes shabdana vidya. Chant some stotra and think of him. Always engaged in these practices. And Guruji writes in his commentary that, while people traveling in the journey in train or different people spend their time different ways. Some people, they simply say, now we will sleep. 8 hours they sleep. Sometimes they read books. Sometimes political discussion. What America will do and what Russia will do. As though their opinion, matters. So world politics, that is. Some people, they sing bhajans also. Various ways. So life is given, how you spend, it is our freedom. There is one subhashit, one good verse is there. Kavya shastra vinodena. Kalo gacchati dhimatam. Wise people, how they spend their time. Guruji also given in this. They discuss, scriptures, poetry, or music, and all this. Some constructive thing, positive thing. And other people, vyasanena tu murkhanam nidraya kalahenava. They sleep most of the time. And when they get up, they are addicted to different kinds of vices, vyasana. They drink and all that. Now, once they drink, they start fighting. So, 3 things are there. Sleep, drink, and fight. When they are tired of fighting, they go to sleep. Then again they get. Means in all vices, evil, negative things they are engaged. But great people, like Bhagwan Ram and Lakshmanji, in jungle, in forest also, they are discussing Vedanta. In Aranya Kanda, you must have seen Ram Gita. Lakshmana asked Ramji, Kahu Jnana Viraga Aru Maya, Kahu Subhagati Karahu Jahidaya. Ramji, please tell me, what is knowledge, what is devotion, what is dispassion? Ek bar Prabhu Sukha Asina. When Ramji was happily relaxed sitting. So Lakshmanji thought that I must utilize this. Lakshmanji said, today you don't have to go to office or anywhere. In forest, nothing. So please tell me. So this is the way of spending time. It is so precious, this human birth, time. Susnayet kalam nirantaram. So spend the time in practicing this meditation. Here is. Now along with meditation, everything comes in fact. Study, puja, all these things. So up to this, this samadhi, about samadhi he has said. And next verse is very interesting, where he says that if you really get the vision of truth, then you don't have to sit, in a particular posture for meditation. Wherever your mind goes, there's samadhi is there. Very famous line this, verse number 30th. Dehabhimane galite Vijñāte paramatmani Yatra yatra mano yati Tatra tatra samadhayah Dehabhimane galite Vijñāte paramatmani Yatra yatra mano yati Tatra tatra samadhayah. He says, Vijñāte paramatmani. This first you can. When realization of Paramatma happens, means that conviction is strong, firm, I have no doubt, no question. When Supreme Self is known without any ambiguity, that is called Vijñāna. You must have heard of Jnana and Vijñāna. Jnana means just information. Vijñāna means experience. So Vijñāte Paramatmani. Continuous, listening, continuous meditating results in perfection, this abidance. So now Vijñāte Paramatmani. Then what happened? Dehabhimane galite. Actually they both go together. More knowledge comes, less will be the identification with the body. Dehabhiman means identification with body. So Dehabhimane galite. Galite means disappears. Actually galite exact word is meaning, slowly melt as though. Galite words indicate that in one day Dehabhiman will not go. Slowly, like how ice melt. Galite. There was one Swamiji, Swami Akhandananji Maharaj. He used to say, Dehabhiman is not your servant that you say go and it will go away. Body identification is not that easy. Tulsidas ji in one of his books, the book name is Vinay Patrika, where lots of bhajan he has written. So he has given all, symbolic meaning of who are the monkeys, who is Mother Sita, who is Ram, who is implied meaning better, Lakshartha. So there he says this ocean is like Deha Viman. To cross over this ocean, not easy. We have to become like Hanumanji, his devotion, his knowledge, his dispassion, all that. So to cross that ocean and to cross Deha Viman, body identification, is like crossing ocean. So Deha Vimane Galite. Now this is a strange thing. Body and self, they got associated, they got identified. And they cannot, logically if you see, because the nature of body and nature of Atma is totally opposite. In Aproksha Anubhuti, there is one book written by Shankaracharyaji. He says, Deha Atyanta Malina Mansamaya. Body is impure, made up of all, bone and what? Flesh and all that. And Atma is so pure. It is of the nature of existence. How they got together? So because of ignorance only this can happen. Notion of, wrong notion that I am this body. So, Deha Viman. But when realization happens, the Deha Viman goes away. Again, what will be the impact on our life when Deha Viman goes away? Meaning, I will give up this body or what? He said, no. Again, all sense pleasure, this body wants pleasure. When Deha Viman is reduced, means I don't want all these things. My happiness doesn't depend on then sense object. Bhikshanna matrena chatushtimantah Vedanta vakkeshu sadaramantah. See, nice Shankaracharya is written. All these great people, they revel in that Vedanta Vakya, whose identification is gone. They revel in Vedanta thoughts, Vedantic thoughts. And Bhikshanna matrena chatushtimantah. They are happy with whatever they are getting. Swadvannam natu yachatam. They don't desire that I should get some tasty food. Swadishta. In Sadhana Panchakam you studied, no? Shudvyadishta chikitsatam pratidinam bhikshaushadam bhujyatam. And they say that food should be treated like a medicine. Medicine we take in very little quantity. Anyway, so Deha Viman. And then what happened? Yatra yatra manoyati, tatra tatra samadhaya. This line you should always remember. Wherever his mind goes, samadhi is there. His mind is absorbed in Atma. Samadhi means Atma. Samadhi has got both the meaning. First day I told you, when this Samadhi Prakaran came. Samyak adhiyate yasmin. Everything is absorbed in that thing that is called Samadhi and that is Atma. So everywhere he sees Atma Tattva, this is the one meaning. Another meaning is every time he is in meditation. Because wherever mind goes, he sees that again consciousness is there. He can ignore name and form, that is the thing. Like just now I gave example of goldsmith. Or you can see, a person who is money-minded. Yatra yatra manoyati, tatra tatra dollar. Wherever his mind, how much I can earn. There was one person who used to sell this wooden, furniture and all that. With his friend, he went to forest. Now that friend, he was poet and, so he was, describing, see what different types of trees are there. But the other person, his attention is only on that. He said, by this jungle, I can get 10 tons of, wood. Now, his attention is only on wood. He doesn't see the beauty of, tree and all that. So, what I love, what I like, attention goes there. See, all this tiger and, lion and all that. When they look at all deers, they don't see the beauty of deer. They say, how much food I can get. Are you getting me? Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra. Food only. I think now point is clear. For devotee, Bhagavan is there. Like yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra krutavastakanjali. Hanumanji is seeing Ram everywhere. They say wherever Ramayana Katha is there, he is present there. So his mind revels in it. And he says, Yavat tava katha loke vicharashyati pavani. As long as this Ram Katha will be on this earth, I will be there. So point is where our mind is. So here the mind is always absorbed in Paramatma Tattva. So he doesn't have to sit in particular posture. It is called Sahaja Samadhi. Sahaj Samadhi. About Kabir Das ji I told you. Because the moment we hear this word Samadhi, one picture comes that somebody sitting in a cave or in Himalaya and all that. But here this person is with open eyes. This is Apurvata of Vedanta. Apurvata means speciality. With closed eye also, Satchidananda is there. With open eye also, Satchidananda is there. What must be that state, So, yatra yatra manoyati. And once that state is achieved, then in the last verse, actually this last verse is taken from Upanishad. The result of this realization or abidance has been discussed here, that 3 things will happen to that realized master. One who is always in samadhi, always abiding. What happens to him? See. Vidyate hridaya granthihi chidyante sarva samshaya kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshaya kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. Tasmin drishte paravare. In the vision of highest truth. Means he never loses the sight of highest truth. Then what happened? Tasmin drishte paravare. Per and hour. Per means high, hour means lower. So what he has understood, that Supreme Brahman has become all the things, ordinary things also is nothing but that Supreme. So per and hour, both is only one thing. Like big wave or small wave, it is finally what? Waters only. So per has become hour. Per and hour, they are not two. One truth is there. And in that truth, there is no distinction. Abhinna, Satchidananda. Just now it's Akhanda Ekarasa. So now he is firmly established in that truth. So what happened to him? Three things happened. Vidyate Hridaya Granthi. I think you must have heard this. Mundaka Upanishad have done? Going on. Okay. So this will come. Hridaya Granthi is cut. Vidyate. Hridaya, not of heart. Now what is this Hridaya Granthi? So Hridaya Granthi means there are different meanings. Avidya Kama Karma. Ignorance, then ignorance born desire, and desire born action. This combined, these three things is called knot. So when ignorance is gone, then desire will go away. Desire will go away, actions also will go away. So this knot is cut asundar, they say. Acha, some places only desire is called knot. Kama ye asya rudhisritaha. So desire is gone. Or ignorance can be called as knot. So point is, because of which I am experiencing bondage and suffering, so that cause is gone. Vidyate Hridaya Granthi. And you know this Hridaya itself is also called knot. Hridaya. Rit plus ayam. Rit means self. And ayam means this body. Guruji has given in this. So Rit plus ayam. Self plus body. That is not. Meaning, body is me, this understanding, misunderstanding. Is called knot. So, this knot of the heart, or Hridaya Granthi it is called, now is removed by knowledge. So, first thing is Hridaya Granthi is gone. Second, Chidyante Sarva Samshaya. All the doubts, questions, now they also resolved. It is said, no more question and answer session will remove. Sometimes more doubts come. Actually, all these things will be resolved by realization only. Like a person, when he wakes up, then only question of all the dream world goes away. Sarva Samshaya. Doubt regarding God, regarding myself, regarding world, regarding hundreds of things are there. See, more and more maturity comes, then also doubts go away. Like in childhood, we used to ask so many questions. But as we grow, vision expanded, and then we come to. So knowledge or this realization is nothing but more maturity, you can say. Intellectual maturity. That's why in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Balaha. Other people are, children, boys, those who don't know this truth. Balaha. So, Chidyante Sarva Samshaya. So, second point is. Third is, Asya Karmani Kshiyante. all his action, they get exhausted. Now no more bondage of action, no more karma phalam. See, other way I told you the meaning of apavarga. Do you remember apavarga? Pa, 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 pa. So in that phalam, karma phalam. So now he is free from all actions. And there are three types of action. Karma. Sanchit, prarabdha, agami. Sanchit means accumulated. In innumerable lives, all karmas are accumulated, gathered. That is called sanchit. Then from that storage, some of them they fructify and they are ready to give you result. So they are called as prarabdha karma. So today whatever I am experiencing, it is result of prarabdha. This physical body, family, present circumstances. The prarabdha karma is there, which brought you here. There were some actions, the result of that is this situation. So, prarabdha karma. Now they are also gone. And third is what? Agami, future. When I exhaust prarabdha, then I side by side accumulate more. When I am ignorant. Gurudev's very famous statement, ego and egocentric desires create vasanas, impressions, and that becomes the cause for next birth or future action. So in this way cycle goes on. Some vasanas are exhausted, but again I accumulate. So again, total aggregate remains same. Actually, like in banks, we earn money, then we keep. Then we again take out money, spend, but again we earn. Like that, our balance remains intact. But here, if balance becomes zero, it is good. In case of money, it should not become zero, but what they say, karmic account. So if that becomes zero, liberation. So no prarabdha. Now prarabdha will be there, he will be going through that, but new prarabdha will not, he will create. Because the locus of all these three action is doer, ego. If karta is not there, then there is no karma. That is the main point. Like in dream, you are suffering, going through a lot of pain, difficulties. If you are put into prison, jail in the dream, and 10 years what punishment is there, out of which 5 years are over, and you wake up. Then what happened to those 5 years and everything is on? Because the person is not there. Like a person is in jail and again 10 years punishment was there, but he died in between. So his file is what? Closed. Are you getting what I am saying? So here file is closed. Jivan Mukta. He is liberated while living only. He has understood that I am no more doer. So no karma, so no karma phala. More you will study in, this topic again and again comes. So kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. So no vidyate chidyate kshiyante. Hridaya Granthi is cut. Samshayas are over. No more question. And then karmani, action. In this way, this is the Phalashruti. What do you know? Phalashruti. Result of Drig Dirshya Vivek. Tasmin Drishti Paravare. Okay. Now this book started from Rupam, from outside sense objects, and we reached up to this Samadhi and finally to Satchidananda. So from known to unknown. In first 4 verses, he talked about Drig and Dirshya, seen and seer, who is seen and seer. And in 5th verse, he talks about seer, ultimate seer, Sakshi. And the nature of Sakshi is free from birth and death. No deti nastametesha. Navruddhim. He is self-effulgent, self-illuminating. Then from 6th onwards, 6 to 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, he changed the channel, you can say. He came to our level, that we feel ourselves as jiva, individual beings. So how that sakshi or that consciousness become jiva? So that reflection in mind happened. And that gives sentiency to mind, and then that sentient mind get attached to body, and that way we got this. Then he went into little detail that ego is born, and this is how ego is identifying with body, with reflection of consciousness, with sakshi. How that anyonyadhyas has happened, superimposition. Chaya ahankara yorekyam taptaya pindavanmatam. How long that identification will be there? So ego and this body, they will be identified till karmakshaya. Just now we saw. After realization, that will go away. Bhranti janya will go away just by thinking that I am not this finite entity. So again you go through it. Then he talks about ego going through 3 states, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Ahankara, Laye, Supto. When ego is fully awakened, then Jagrat. Partially dream. And what is the mechanism of dream? He said, how we experience that dream. Vasana kalpayet swapne. Bodhekshayr vishayanvai. And the same ego or subtle body or individual, whatever you say, goes through transmigration. Avasthatrayamanveti jayate mriyate tatha. So 4-5 verses are on jiva only, an individual. Then he talks about this world. Shakti dvayam himayaya vikshepavruti rupakam. Why am I seeing this world with full of plurality? He says there are 2 powers, veiling and projecting. So the job of veiling, he says, it covers the distinction between seer and seen inside. You remember? And outside, Brahma and Jagat. Antardrug dushyayor bahishya Brahma sargayo. Avrunotya parashakti. Sa sansarasya karanam. So that is there. Then he says, Nama Rupa Prasarana. Everything is what? Nothing but Nama Rupa Prasarana. Projection is there of name and form. Like water became waves. So, Abdhav Fenadivat Sarva, Nama Rupa Prasarana. This is verse number 14, he says. And then he says that how veiling power, you know that. And there are 4 verses on that only. how inside and outside that veiling comes. And due to that veiling, this Sakshi is forgotten, and I feel myself a Jiva only. And he talks about Sakshi plus subtle body plus reflection of consciousness plus this body makes that thing as Jiva. Do you remember that? Sakshina purato vanam lingam. Sakshi only or consciousness only is appearing as Jiva. And outside Brahma is only appearing as world. Brahma bhasate. That time I told you, world is Brahman, you can say, or Brahman is world, you can say. Both way it is right. Okay, then he says, if you remove Avarana Shakti from inside and outside, then you will see only Asti Bhati Priyam. Satchid Ananda is given different name, Asti Bhati Priyam. Name and form. Name and form belongs to world, Asti Bhati to the truth. And then he says, everybody is with this name and Satchidananda. As though packet is in, all people are like packet. 5 things are there in that. Whether Indra or human being or Tiriyak or anything. Existence, consciousness, bliss. Even 5 elements also contain this. So, such a broad vision is given here, broad vision. And then he says, if you want to abide in this, then you start doing meditation. And the last almost 8 to 9 verses on meditation. Upekshanama rupa samadhim sarvada kuryat. Practice meditation. In this way, this is the theme of this entire book. When we remember this one, then it is very helpful for our contemplation, our sadhana. So recap, just I did. Revision. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.